Hello everybody, this is the first proper episode of me talking about board games. I'm going to start with a board game I like to think I know a lot about, and if you've been watching my channel you know about it too. Memoir 44. Memoir 44 is a World War II game created in 2004 to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the D-Day landings, where the Allied nations invaded the beaches of Normandy in German-occupied France. The game was created by Richard Borg, who would be mostly known for Battle Cry, Command & Colours Ancients, and Battle Lore. Memoir 44 is a two-player game, with both players choosing to be either Axis or Allies. The game board is made up of a hexagon gridded spaces and is divided into three sections: left, centre and right. Each player has three different units in their army that they can command: infantry, armour and artillery. The game is scenario driven, meaning that you will be playing a historical World War II battle. The main game comes with a number of scenarios, and there's various expansions that come with a lot more, so the game has tons and tons of playability. To play the game, each player has a hand of cards. The player takes turns playing the cards from their hands in order to, order their units. Some cards will order a various amount of units, a particular section, or a specific unit. The player then has the option to move and then fire if allowed. For example, an infantryman can move one hex and still fire, or two hexes and not fire. The first player to complete a scenario mission or collect all the medals that are required by destroying the other player's forces or taking various towns wins. The components of Memoir 44 are really cool. Each side get a hefty amount of figures, and while they're not greatly detailed, they are nice models and they fit in with the aesthetics of the army. For example, you'll have the Panzers for the Germans and the Shermans for the Americans. And when they're put on the board, they give a good sense of the size of the battle. While the models aren't one-to-one scale, as in one model equals one man, it still does give a sense of how big that battle was. The game comes with a deck of command cards that both players draw from at the end of their turns. The art on the cards is exceptional and really makes it look like that the art style is from the 40s. Even the front of the box says a lot about what I'm talking about in terms of the art style. The counters in the box represent some of the special forces that you'll be playing with, such as US Rangers and German Special Forces. Days of Wonder also brought out a lot of expansions to cover pretty much every front: the Eastern Front, Pacific Theatre and the Mediterranean Theatre. And in them you'll be getting forces. In the Eastern Front you'll be getting Russians or Soviets. Pacific Theatre you'll be getting the Japanese, Imperial Japanese forces, and in the Mediterranean Theatre is the British. And with that they brought out a hell of a lot of add-ons, including terrain packs, particular scenarios, and battles and equipment packs for extra equipment for your forces. Even as I am talking about this game at the moment, there is another expansion coming out, on the way, called New Flight Plan, which adds airplanes to the mix. So that should be really, really interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to that one. Memoir 44 has shown absolutely no signs of slowing down. A really fun, simple, fast game that takes minutes to set up, but you can have hours of fun. Also, if you want to play it with other people, you can add the Overlord scenario, which can be played up to, I think it's 8 people on 2 separate teams, which is really, really cool. Memoir 44 is highly recommended by me, and it's just one of those timeless board games. So I hope you enjoyed me talking about Memoir 44. Let me know what you think about the game down below if you played it, or from what you've seen on this video. And I hope you enjoyed. And as always, thanks for watching.